When you begin editing, a key message I would like to get across is keep it simple. If you are a video editing beginner, focus on learning the basics and getting a sense of how your chosen video editing software functions. Try not to fixate on adding cool effects or transitions. The goal here is to assemble your captured footage into a logical sequence that tells your story. Depending on experience level, budget, and computer type, software selection varies from person to person. As access to video editing software and preference differs, I will not be going into a detailed step-by-step demonstration of how to edit video. Instead, I will be talking about video editing lingo and tools that are common across most video editing software. That way, whatever you choose to use, you will have a good idea what the functionalities of the software are. When opening your video editing software, look for the word import to figure out where to import all your footage into the software. Sometimes you can directly import by dragging and dropping footage into an area commonly referred to as a media bin. Something to note is when you add your media into your project, you are merely linking to the original files, not making copies of them. So if you happen to modify the original file on your computer, this will impact the file that you have in your video editing software. Once your footage has been added, you can add clips one by one to the timeline. The timeline is where all the video editing happens. There is always some sort of selection tool that you can use to move clips around on the timeline. If you hover over the end of the clips, you can trim the lengths of the clips by clicking and dragging to a new length. A razor or scissor tool is used to cut clips at specific points. In the timeline, there are usually multiple tracks shown in rows. These are handy for if you want to layer clips throughout your timeline that cut back and forth between. Whatever is at the top of the timeline is the video clip that is displayed. The playhead is a vertical line in the timeline that moves when you play the video. You can move the playhead by clicking and dragging it to another point in the timeline. There is always a preview area that plays back what you have put together on the timeline. Standard play-pause controls are located near the preview screen. If you are finding playback to be choppy, you may want to render your timeline. Rendering is when you get the software to save previews of each frame of your video, allowing it to be played back seamlessly. The rendering process might take a while if you have done a lot of editing to your footage. It becomes a lot for the software to process. When you have completed your video edits, your software may also prompt you to render before exporting. Look for an export button or an option under the File menu that will open an export window, where you can choose the file format you would like to export to. It is best to select the option that works with where you plan on sharing your video, and make sure the resolution and frame rate matches what you filmed in.